Hey Dragon Slayers! Today's video is about how our bodies actually use calories. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. Let's get started. The reason eat less, move more doesn't work for weight loss is that it's based on a false idea about how our bodies actually use calories. The single compartment model. According to this model, the body reduces all foods to simple calories and stores these calories for use in what we can think of as a single compartment. Then the body accesses that compartment to use the calories for exercise and basal metabolism. Remember, that refers to the body's basic functions, such as breathing, removing toxins from the bloodstream, digesting foods, and so on. All of these require energy from calories. This model is like a bathroom sink. Calories, like water, can flow into and out of this sink. Excess calories are held in this sink and can be easily accessed if our bodies require more calories. For example, exercise would drain calories out of that sink. There is no distinction made between any of the storage forms of calories. Rather, calories are stored as glucose, which is used for immediate energy, glycogen, which is used for the intermediate time frame, or fat, which is long-term energy storage. All calories are treated equally. However, this model is known to be a complete fabrication. It does not exist except in our imaginations. It is more accurate to use a two-compartment model because there are two distinct ways energy is stored in the body, as glycogen in the liver and as body fat. When we eat, our bodies derive energy from the three main sources: glucose, which is carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. Only two of these are stored for later use: glucose and fat. The body can't store protein, so excess protein that can't be used right away is converted to glucose. Glucose is stored in the liver as glycogen, but the liver's capacity for storing glycogen is limited. Once glycogen stores are full, excess calories must be stored as body fat. Dietary fat is absorbed directly into the bloodstream without passing through the liver. And what's not used is stored for body fat. This is one of the reasons why low-fat diets are initially recommended. But the immediate designation of ingested calories is not the main determinant of weight gain. The single compartment model of calorie storage and use. Think of glycogen as a refrigerator. It's designed for short-term storage of food. It's very easy to move food in and out, but the storage space is limited. Body fat, on the other hand, is more like a basement freezer. It's designed for long-term storage and is more difficult to access, but has a much greater capacity. Plus, you can always add more freezers to the basement if you need them. When we buy groceries, we store food in the refrigerator first, and then when the fridge is full, we store the excess food in the freezer. That is, we store food energy first as glycogen, and then when the space for glycogen is full, we store it as body fat. Both body fat and glycogen are used for energy in the absence of food, but they aren't used equally or at the same time. The body prefers to use glycogen for energy rather than body fat. This is logical because it's easier to burn glycogen. In terms of our analogy, it's much easier to get food from the refrigerator in the kitchen than to trek all the way down to the freezer in the basement. And as long as there is food in the fridge, we won't retrieve any from the freezer. In other words, if you need 200 calories of energy to go for a walk, the body will get that energy from glycogen as long as it's available. It won't go to the trouble of accessing body fat. The two-compartment model of calorie storage and use. The two compartments, the fridge and the freezer, are not used simultaneously, but sequentially. You need to mostly empty out the fridge before you can use what's in the freezer. You need to burn most of the glycogen before you can burn fat. In essence, the body can burn either sugar or fat, but not both at the same time. So that's what I've got for you guys today. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. And remember, guys, that together, you and I will slay the dreaded diabetes dragon.